Hello and welcome everybody to another XN interviews. I'm XN. Joining me as always
Oh, you cut out. But
is JX. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, dude.
Heck yeah, me too. There's lots of stuff happening tonight. Slayer of Gods is joining us as well. How you doing tonight?
Great, how are you guys doing?
I'm blown away by all the Marvel Studios stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Uh, uh, so if you guys don't know, SDCC is happening now. So right now they're doing like all the Marvel reveals, and we've already gotten a couple. You guys want to go ahead and talk about some of this stuff first?
Yeah, okay.
Where do we start? Where do we start?
Yeah, right. Um,
Uh,
Goodness.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, they dropped so much. I mean, first off, they officially announced Phase 4 starting with Quantum Mania. So Phase 5 is ending the end of this year. Like, that's so crazy. There's so much. I'll let you go on.
No, yeah, I don't even know where to start with that. I mean, we just had the Black Panther information drop.
Yeah, trailer.
It's crazy to think that Phase 4 is like already ending. Like I don't know. I thought it would go on a lot longer. I thought it was a good phase too. It's dealing a lot with the fallout of phase 3, which I thought was really interesting, and just the implications. And then now we're just fully sending into phase 5, phase 6. They're calling it the multiverse saga now, which is just crazy. So now we're gonna have the Infinity Saga, and we're gonna have the multiverse saga. Like that's what they're calling it now. That's crazy.
Heck yeah, I can't wait.
Right.
uh, um, One of the first things that we saw so far was like it was a She-Hulk clip. They announced that Bill Murray was
Mhm.
going to be in Quantumania. And She-Hulk clip. It was a She-Hulk clip with Daredevil rolling into the scene.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah,
about that.
Finally,
with
man.
the yellow and the classic suit.
Dude, I
Pretty
didn't
neat.
see the yellow
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I only saw the black. I didn't even realize it like switched.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. So if you zoom in on an image that what 21 Egatron sent in our chat here,
Yeah, yeah, I
you know,
see it.
try and get it. I'll try and get it in this chat. If you zoom in on it, it definitely looks like a yellow and red suit.
Here you go. I sent it.
There, yeah,
I never thought they would do that suit. Like
yeah,
it feels like the colors. 'Cause
oh, yeah.
it's so old. Like it's such an old classic suit that I never thought Marvel Studios or any studio would ever do that, and they're doing it, man. Like they're doing Born Again and they're doing that suit. Like oh my, it's
Yeah.
time to be a Daredevil
Seeing
fan.
him come into Spider-Man freshman year as well,
Oh
in the
yes,
suit he's wearing in that looks really nice too. For
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I'm definitely excited to see Charlie Cox come back as Daredevil.
right, man. Such a phenomenal actor, such a phenomenal series, and I just love that they're fully committed to bringing it back. Like I'm very excited.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad they're just full sending it. I'm just I'm really hoping we see something with Agents of Shield or like Quake or something like that.
Yeah, Secret
Like,
Invasion, I assume. Hopefully.
yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully, actually, great point.
yeah, that would be. Yeah, especially with like the Secret Wars and the scroll things happening on Earth, if that happens.
Yep,
Hmm.
um, yeah.
sure.
What else is there's the Wakanda Forever trailer, like teaser trailer dropped,
Hmm.
like literally minutes before we started recording.
Yeah.
um, it's really good. It shows a lot of like Atlantis, kind of a lot of
Yes.
underwater stuff. So, what do you guys think about that?
I love Namor, and they're changing it a bit from the comics, but I actually kind of like it. Um, I
I
think
like that they're kind of straying away from kind of the Aquaman like movie, kind of. They're trying to like keep it a bit different
Yeah.
and go into more, different routes, which I really like. They're kind of setting it apart. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't like it when like there's two movies from like two competing things and they're about kind of a similar thing and they do a lot of similar things. Like, I'm just really glad it's a lot different. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And they're going into um, South American culture as well as Central American culture, and I'm here for it, man. Like my family's from Central America, my descendants, so it's pretty cool to see all the stuff and yeah, we got. I mean, we're having an event too. Like, it's not even like it's so cool to see that we're having a movie coming, but we're actually having a tie-in event too. So we can kind of start thinking like, hey, what's gonna come to the game, right? I mean, we got Ironheart in that trailer as well. I don't know if people realized. So we got Ruby Williams. She even cut out a heart-shaped piece of iron, and that's like her logo for her series that's gonna be coming out sometime soon. So I like that as well. And Tuma, Namor, we already have in the game, and I wonder what Okoye lost the vote, right? Like, there's also things we can think about for the contest.
Right. Were Okoye and Ironheart in the same submitter's choice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that was the first one, right?
Yep.
Because they could definitely add both of them the same month with the Wakanda Forever event. I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, people, yeah, like, I like I feel the Atuma though. I feel like there's something gonna be with the Atuma, just because like I feel like a little bit of a Rintrah effect. Like they look how cool Rintrah looks, and like let's add him instead of like maybe an MCU Doctor Strange, MCU Scarlet Witch, etc. So I wonder if that's gonna be the same case. Because I mean, Gabe literally said, "Hey, we chose Rintrah because he looked badass." So I wonder if that'll be a similar case because we have so many. We already have things, and especially we have Shuri coming to the game, probably from Wakanda, from Emrock, Queen Shuri as well. Like it's really interesting. Oh, okay, I see this now for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's cool. Let me share this. That is cool.
Ooh, yeah.
High Evolutionary.
Yeah, I like the suit. That looks really nice. It looks kind of comic accurate too. Like it's kind of MCU-ified, but
as always.
yeah, always the lines and added stuff to it. But I mean, it looks really good.
Ooh, okay, Dixon.
Yeah, sorry, I'm losing. I'm in a hotel, so I'm losing signal on my laptop.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's good.
You guys were talking about the Living Tribunal.
High Evolutionary.
High Evolutionary. Sorry. Yes.
I mean, there's some stuff to talk about with the
yeah, we're gonna point from point to point all night.
Yeah, okay. There's so much stuff connecting.
Okay, Living Tribunal though. I heard he was announced in the MCU now.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's been around.
Yeah, he's had different
Strange
teases.
He was in Loki for a second. He was in the new Thor film. He was in like a statue in one of the trailers. I mean, he's popped around every now and then.
Yeah, and I will say, Exon, once you've watched Thor, I think you'll kind of figure out the things about that certain, like once you watch that scene, you'll understand a bit about the Living Tribunal, I think, as well as the other cosmic pantheons. I wish they would have elaborated more in the movie, but you still get a grand scheme of how of them as well, which we have never ever seen. We've only had a few teases there, and even in Guardians 1 when they steal the orb, the Power Stone.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they referenced that even as far as back as like Doctor Strange, when Mordo had I believe the staff of the Living Tribunal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's definitely an obscure reference there. Not many people seem to remember that.
Okay. Yeah, so what else is being announced, Jay?
We have so much stuff. Okay, so for Phase 5, we talked about Quantumania. We talked about, like, what, MODOK being in it, Kang being in it, Stature being in it. I'm not sure. They showed a trailer actually there, which has not been released on the internet yet. So I'm sure it'll be dropped sometime tonight. But there was a trailer for that, which comes out next year in February. So around very soon, very very soon. 6 months, 6-7 months. And Guardians 3, we just said High Evolutionary. Loki Season 2. I mean, I loved Loki. Loki was one of my favorite, if not my favorite series. So I'm excited. Oh, I think I heard Mr. King. Was it? That's funny.
Yeah, Loki Season 2, Secret Wars. We talked about that a little bit. Ironheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secret Wars. What do you guys expect for Secret Wars?
They're gonna do what we were expecting in Multiverse of Madness for that one, for sure. They're gonna bring in, like, everybody. They're gonna have, like, Nicolas Cage, Ghost Rider. They're gonna have, like, freaking David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury. Like, they're not gonna hold back at all. They're gonna just, like, have an incursion with, like, every other Marvel character from any other. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They're gonna bring, like, freaking Japanese 70s Spider-Man.
Dude, absolutely.
They're gonna have Chris Evans for Human Torch and Captain America.
Yeah, dude.
So
Dude, it's probably the Russos, because the Russo brothers saying that they want to direct it for years now, and people. I mean, Endgame had probably the biggest impact of all the Marvel movies ever, and if they're returning for Secret Wars, this is the next big impact. I'm really excited for.
Yeah, for sure. I'm wondering how Secret Wars and the Kang Dynasty are going to connect.
Yeah, there was a panel that I saw. It looked like an arrow. It looked like from Kang Dynasty to an arrow pointing out of Secret Wars. So I wonder if it'll be like a part 1 and 2 kind of thing where they're connecting stories. That's really, or a big break between the two. I wonder, or maybe they end the Kang Dynasty on Battle World, and that's Secret Wars starts or something like that.
I think the way it'll end is they're just gonna, like, the incursion's gonna happen, and it's gonna, like, reset the MCU kinda, so they can just change some things they want to change without having to, go through all the effort to tell a story, right? And then they could just be like, oh, mutants were here the whole time. Oh, Fantastic Four were here the whole time. Like, they can just use that as a hard kind of soft-ish reboot, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So do all the groundwork to, like, explain how we never saw the mutants for, like, 20 years.
Yeah. I'll definitely be excited to see more Kang.
Next big bad. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Same here. There apparently was a line to, I think, like Jay said, they played a trailer or something. And Kang sees Ant-Man and he says, he says, oh, you're an Avenger? Have I killed you before?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, oh my god. That's a cold ass line. Yeah, that's just take the line, bro.
For sure. Yeah, Kang Dynasty. Can't wait. What else is there? We didn't really talk too much about Ironheart. Who do you guys expect to see in an Ironheart movie?
Yeah, I believe it's a series. So.
Okay, series.
I honestly, what's funny too is I noticed this is that Phase 5 and Phase 6, Armor Wars is missing. That's an interesting thing. So
yeah, I think Mr. King pointed that out for me. I saw him say that.
Yeah, so I wonder. I wonder if they're gonna combine Armor Wars into Ironheart. I think that would be a good because
I heard War Machine's gonna be in Secret Invasion. So.
Oh, you say that again?
Be something with that. I heard War Machine's going to be in Secret Invasion,
okay.
So there could be something maybe with that too. But yeah, more likely with War Machine, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because Ironheart's all about, really, they're just taking it, because, I mean, in the comics, Tony was dead, so she took on basically his legacy. So I definitely think it'll be a legacy about Iron Man. I mean, Iron Man's legacy and maybe all his villains. I mean, that's what Armored Wars seemed like. War Machine was going to be taking the mantle as well as having to deal with all his villains that want all his tech.
Right.
So it's interesting that it's missing because Ironheart, I think, would be a good way to tie it all in.
Yeah, for sure. What else is there?
I got Agatha Coven of Chaos. It got a name change from House of Harkness to Coven of Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I kind of like that more, I think. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I like the name better. I do.
Yeah.
But
House of Harkness was, like, funny, though. Like, I kind of liked that. Kind of a goofy title, you know?
Yeah. It just didn't make sense to me. Like, and still this Coven of Chaos, right? If you're talking about witches,
Coven of Chaos.
the fallout of Multiverse of Madness as well. So I wonder how that's even. I don't even know what to think about that too, because Agatha is just such an interesting character. She's a little bit different than the comics as well. It's like they can really do their own story that way, and build the mystic side as well. Because you have Blade too. Like Blade I'm excited for Blade. That'll definitely build a mystic side, probably with Dracula is the villain I could see. I've heard things on.
Really, Dracula? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Can we get the Moon Knight meme? Can we make that happen with Dracula?
Dude, right?
Yeah. Bring the Midnight Suns.
I know, right? I heard they trademarked it for the MCU, so hopefully.
Right.
That would be cool. Heck yeah. So, Coven of Chaos, and then you said what else?
So we have Captain America: New World Order.
Okay. New World Order. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that going to be Falcon and Bucky again?
I believe so. Captain America now, and Bucky. So I wonder too, is like the New World Order.
It feels like Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Not really, but kind of.
Yeah, I've heard rumors of Serpent Society because if you remember before they announced Civil War, Captain America 3 was actually supposed to be Captain America Serpent Society, and then they changed it and went Civil War, and I wonder if Captain America New World Order is the Serpent Society, could lead into
What's the Serpent Society?
Oh no, El Gabriel's gonna be mad at you. And Gabe.
My friend, he has this theory that it has something to do with like Pleasant Hill.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Something like that, where it's like I don't know too much about it. I would butcher it trying to explain it, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we have Pleasant Hill and Emrock.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I need to figure out what that one thing you said was.
Do you think that'll lead into Thunderbolts?
I think so because I mean they announced Thunderbolts as well, so
right,
absolutely.
I'm a bit concerned how that's going to wound up with William Hurt sadly passing away.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to change how they approach Thunderbolts, considering its character's name is literally what the team's name is.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and they I think either way they're going to do a good job because with Chadwick Boseman passing for playing Black Panther, you look at Wakanda Forever and he's T'Challa is dead. It seems like so. It's like his mother says, "I've lost everything. I've lost my family." And you see like a memorial on the wall. We've seen with Iron Man and Far From Home. So I think they'll do a good job, even though we're losing such an amazing actor and probably losing the same character as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, T'Challa could pass away, but the Black Panther mantle, that continues.
Yeah.
It looks like Shuri's taking it up too, which is interesting, for sure.
That's what you think it is because they showed the new suit of whoever it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looked like a female, so I'm pretty sure it's Shuri.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be what's it called? Maybe they're trying to trick us, Just my mind immediately went to Shuri. Because she's been Black Panther before in the comics, so I'm sure that would, it's the most logical thing, I think.
Oh yeah, no, I can agree with that. I like. I know I know we're going back to it, but I liked it has like a lot of spiked lines and golden lines, so it reminds me of like
Emrock.
Yeah, an Emrock, but I meant the armor the Emrock one's based off of.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called. It's like an armored version of his suit, and it's got those sharp golden lines and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they used that for Marvel vs. Capcom 4, and that was really cool to see. So yeah, I'm excited to see this new suit.
Yeah, for sure. What else is there? Did we talk about Marvels?
No, we have not. The
Okay.
Marvels.
Did they announce anything new with that? There's some stuff where we just got some new dates. But I'm not sure if there's anything new, like content-wise, that they announced, or like any images or trailers for the last stuff we didn't talk about, like Blade and the Marvels.
Yeah.
I don't think. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, nothing new. I mean, really, we should talk about the fallout of Miss Marvel, because that definitely set up the Marvels. Is everyone caught up on Miss Marvel?
Yes.
Do you think those were the mega bands?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I believe. Yeah, I think they're the Nega bands. There's 2 of them, but only Kamala has one, and then I'm guessing Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, found the other one, and then they switch places.
Yep.
Like, I think that's exactly what happens, and Nega bands can really tie into Kree, which is really cool, because we kind of saw Kree with one of them in the backstory to Kamala's.
Do the bands, yeah.
Yeah, when they found one in the room with the 10 rings, so that was another thing. Like,
right.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it felt like they were trying to jam a lot into that scene.
Yeah, I didn't even ready for this. I was more worried.
There was a lot happening.
Yeah.
There's so much happening.
Yeah. So what else is there? Blade, and then Echo.
Yes.
What do you guys think about Echo?
Daredevil's definitely going to appear in that if he's showing up in She-Hulk. I think that's for certain. There's no way he's not showing up.
Yeah. It seems like Daredevil and Doctor Strange are kind of like Marvel's cash cows at the moment.
Yeah. Wong is showing up everywhere. He's even in the She-Hulk trailer.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say that. Wong's
like the new Nick Fury, I guess. He's just showing up everywhere.
Right. Okay. Since Nick Fury is in space, Wong's got to hold everything down.
Every superhero is like, hey, I need to check up on you, see what you're about.
What are these 10 rings? What do they do? Where do they come from? Sorry.
Oh, all good.
I thought I disconnected.
Yeah, sorry. Someone sent me a message, so I was trying to see.
Gotcha. Okay.
What do you guys expect for Blade?
Dracula.
Black
Dracula,
Knight. Yeah.
Dracula, Black Knight. Yeah, I think. Well, at least tease Dracula. I think you got to do something like with the vampires. I don't want like a one and done defeat. I want something that's. I mean, I know it's gonna be badass. Like, I've watched the Blade movies, the original ones, Wesley Snipes, and they're badass. They're so swag for how old they are. And I think with the Mahershala Ali, it's gonna be so good. I'm excited. I hope Midnight Suns as well. Like, you can do so much with like you're basically opening up the whole Mystic side of the from the comics to the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when that was set up in Eternals with the Black Knight too. I'm really excited to see how they're gonna incorporate that, because I don't know where else they would like continue that directly off except Blade or maybe a Midnight Suns project that hasn't really been announced yet. And I don't know why they would wait so long to do anything with that if it is gonna like continue in Midnight Suns before Blade, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then I think about Mordo and what they did with him. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah. I still think just because like from Doctor Strange 1 to 2, I think if it had just stayed the same director, I think we would have got the payoffs from the first to the second. But because it became Sam Raimi's Multiverse of Madness, I think that's why the payoffs from the first movie don't really have anything, especially with Mordo.
Right. Yeah, for sure. It wasn't even the same Mordo in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
It was a completely different Mordo. And he just got left in that little moat too. Like he just disappeared. I don't even think he died. He just just left the movie. I guess I don't know. That was pretty funny.
Another you mentioned Black Knight, and I saw that they copyrighted like a Black Knight movie, so that was pretty interesting to see.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be paying attention to all that stuff now because I saw yesterday, I think, that they copyrighted Secret Wars and the Kang Dynasty, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Maybe that's true. And then it's 100% true. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time, which is... I have no idea what that means. Like, I absolutely have no clue.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Fallout movie from Kang. Like that's what I feel like.
Right.
The next one is Black Knight Origins. So, you know,
dude, and Wolverine Origins sequel. Let's go.
Heck yeah. The only thing I think we have left to talk about so far is Guardians 3.
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna go through the things real quick.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So they didn't announce. So another trademark is Eternity Wars, which I think is going to be a Thor like payoff, I guess, of a little bit. Like I guess you really have to watch Thor to figure what that'd be out. Midnight Suns, Avengers Academy, Celestials, End of Time. That just sounds ridiculous.
Wow.
And then everything else that got trademark was announced. I think there was another like Red Guardian thing, but besides that, everything else was announced, like the Multiverse War, Thunderbolts, Secret Wars, Kang Dynasty, New World Order, etc. So it's pretty interesting that they didn't announce a few of those trademarks, but they announced everything else. Maybe it was too much. Maybe we'll wait until Disney 23 when that happens.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep some cards. You know, they're probably going to slowly reveal some of this stuff as some of it's coming out, just to keep it pumping. You know. A lot of that feels like it's definitely Phase 6. And they seem to announce the really big ones. Phase 6 being Fantastic Four and both of those Avengers movies. So.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic Four is the one we missed.
Yeah.
Which was what? First one of Phase... did they say Phase 6 or Phase 5?
Phase 6.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
I don't see it on the Phase 5.
Yeah, okay. So Phase 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on their official Marvel Studios Twitter. Like, I turned notifications on to see what they were doing.
Yeah, they released a new She-Hulk trailer, like a full trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's going to be fun.
I love how she breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah, I did not expect that.
No, she did it like twice, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe they're just doing Deadpool, like they're waiting for them.
With Deadpool, he's just like crazy, you know, and like it makes sense how he just has that level of like cosmic awareness almost. But like with She-Hulk, I'm curious if they're gonna explain how she like understands she's in a show. Maybe I'm not sure. That's really interesting. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I guess I might be overthinking it because that's the whole point. But like,
yeah, she even doubts herself too in the first one. She's just like,
she like glanced over. She had to do like a double take, you know.
Yeah, she's like, "What did I just do?"
Yeah, it's like, does she know she's in a show? Does she know she's like? Does she see a camera? Like, I'm curious. Oh, it's kind of like it reminds me of WandaVision when you see Agatha behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Oh, well, she does that in Multiverse of Madness too.
Oh fuck, you're right. Yeah, that scene scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Sorry to cuss, but no, yeah, that scared me so much. Watching that in theaters with my buddy, I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
It was hot too. It was really hot, but I mean, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Scarlet Witch, mommy? Scarlet Witch.
It's like, Wanda, if you want to be a mom, I mean.
Yeah, so Fantastic Four. We've got what's his name? I can't even remember his name now.
Krasinski.
John Krasinski. Yeah, John Krasinski.
Yes,
Mr.
yes, the guy from The Office. Yeah,
the guy everybody wanted as Mr. Fantastic
uh-huh.
is now Mr. Fantastic. So who do you guys think is going to be fill in the rest of the Fantastic Four here?
Well, see, I wonder if he's even going to return. Is still a question that
Yeah.
like. Basically, what they said when they cast. Well, first off, he wasn't actually in the script originally. He was supposed to be Balder, and they couldn't get what I forgot his name. Who plays 007?
Ooh,
So,
I don't want to say. I don't want to say the wrong name.
no,
Pierce
the newest one.
Daniel Craig.
Yes, Craig. They couldn't get Craig to fill Balder, so they replaced him with Krasinski to play Mr. Fantastic. And they said the fans have been wanting it, so let's just do it for them. And it seemed like they didn't have any interest at continuing. And he is a multiverse variant. We've seen different variants. Like we have different variants of how the different things are canon too. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, just think of Spider-Man. Like they all look different, you know.
Yeah, Spider-Man, Loki. Like we 100% know that variants can look different.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. Yeah.
I want him to return though. If it was up to me, I want him to return.
Yeah, same here.
He needs a
I'm
redemption.
curious who else they would cast if it wasn't Krasinski. But if it was, I feel like Emily Blunt would be Sue Storm. Although I know she said she wouldn't want to be in a Marvel movie. Like, I'm pretty sure she said something like that.
Yeah,
so,
she said.
But they tend to go back on their word, right? They tend to not like stick to those kinds of things.
I think she just needs to see a paycheck, see how much money she'd get.
Mm-hmm. That's usually how it works out.
Right. But what about the other two? Human Torch and the Thing. I seen what was it? A leak or a rumor that the Thing was cast.
Ooh.
And it was like She-Hulk. I think it was supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I saw like tons of rumors.
I can't remember. I can't remember who it was though. I can't remember his name.
People are gonna like pin She-Hulk up as like Cameo City or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Wait, that. Oh, I love the idea of She-Hulk because she's like a lawyer, right? So you can have all these crazy cases.
Yeah.
With all these different characters. Yeah.
I want to see Howard the Duck. We gotta have Howard.
Yes.
Okay.
We need Howard to come out of the box.
All right, so I want to say for my casting, so for Thing, I would do the actor who played Hank Schrader in Breaking Bad.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like he kind of has that little build of like Michael Chiklis from the Fantastic Four, like from the early 2000s.
Original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for Johnny, I've seen like what is it, Montgomery from Stranger Things.
Okay.
And Power Rangers. I think he's in a new thing as well that I saw him in. Or he was in the new Elvis movie as well. I think it's Montgomery Daiquiri or something like that.
I've seen a lot of Zac Efron.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Not sure how I feel about that one, but I mean, I would be fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not gonna be mad if they pick whoever they pick. Like, I'm okay with. Like, I feel like too is you just gotta suck it up and watch it. Like, if you're like, I don't think anyone's like super, like, oh my goodness, I would die if it's not this character. Like, I'm okay with whoever it is.
Yeah, no doubt. Is that all the MCU news? that we've got so far.
Yeah, I think we said literally everything. Even
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
that wasn't
gonna
announced.
refresh my Twitter page real
Yeah,
quick
right.
and see 12,000 more things pop up.
Maybe by the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is, a new compass with the Fantastic Four logo.
Oh, I think that's for the comics though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we did. So you said Spider-Man. Sorry, what's it called? Freshman year, which
Freshman year, yeah.
I saw yesterday that they announced that Charlie Cox will. You said Daredevil returning, so that's awesome. But they also announced Nico from the Runaways is canon to that show, which is supposed to be a prequel to
Yeah.
the Civil War, and it also
Did
has
they?
Doctor Strange and like a ton of Spider-Man villains. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a little confused if it's canon or not. You know, they say
It's
canon.
not.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, it's probably like a what if scenario where it's like canon to the MCU, like
Yes,
multiverse.
that's what I've been thinking.
But there's no way it's like what I don't want is like them saying it's canon to the MCU the whole time, and then he wakes up and it was all a bad dream at the end. Like that's what I don't want. Like that's what I don't want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really confused about it. Like they said he meets Doc Ock.
Mm-hmm.
He apparently Norman Osborn kind of replaces Tony Stark, even though Norman doesn't exist in the MCU 616, quote unquote, as I'm reluctantly calling it after Doctor Strange. It's not 616, fight me. Yeah, that looks crazy. Did they actually specify it was the Nico Muranu from the Runaway show? Like that show?
Yes.
Wow.
They said that it was Nico Manura, which they said is canon to Runaways, which also means Cloak and Dagger is canon since they had a crossover in Runaways.
So I think I finally understand their like marketing plan going forward. They're just gonna like tie everything together so that I have to watch every really bad show. Like I basically have to watch Runaways and Cloak and Dagger now.
Yeah, to be fair though, I do Cloak and Dagger.
It's effective.
Cloak and Dagger is good though. Like it's
okay. Fair enough.
It was on Freeform and no one watched Freeform. Like to be honest.
Yeah, I trust your judgment. If you say it's good, I'll watch it for sure.
Yeah, Runaways I've actually never seen, so I don't know. I know people. It's a kids show, so it's gonna be. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a kids show about teenagers. I mean, what else can it do? I know the CGI is actually pretty good for all the magic and whatnot that they do, so it's kind of cool.
I think The Runaways was pretty good.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah, I watched like the first two. There's only 2 seasons of it, right? 2 or 3?
Yeah, I thought there was like 3.
Okay, so I saw 2 seasons of it.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't think it was like too bad. I would recommend it for anybody that's like teenagers.
It's not Inhumans bad, so that's good to hear.
No, yeah, it's not.
No. Oh.
I just had to bring it up.
What's worse, guys? Inhumans or Morbius? Oh, damn. Oh, man. What mouth? Damn.
But okay, let's go on to MCOC.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So Slayer, we've been through your origin story. What's kind of new with you? What's going on?
Oh God. I mean, oh man. I mean, y'all. I'm pretty sure the last time I was here, it was Halloween 2020, and that was like right after my first maybe couple YouTube videos on my channel. I had like 40 subs. I was mostly known just on Twitter for just begging Kabam to add Cosmic Ghost Rider to the game and spending a ludicrous amount of time hitting the Grandmaster, and also just like editing stuff every now and then. Which honestly, that's not like I'm not talking about that like that's bad or anything. I had a lot of fun with that. I want to kind of get back to some of that stuff, like the champion concepts, the graphic design and stuff. No, yeah. No, where do I even start? It's been like almost 2 years.
Lots of CGR content.
Lots of CGR content, over 300, almost 350 videos now. Just reached 7.4 thousand subs. It just
Woohoo!
really, thank you.
Joined the what is it? The CCB.
ECP. Yeah, finally got in after 12 years. No shade, but that took way too long. And I'm still a little bit salty, but it's fine. I'm in now, so better late than never. Yeah, it took off. The channel just blew up. I never expected it. It's just like, I don't know. I started making guides on a CGR, started practicing with my 4-star after my Cavalier Crystal opening. And I figured out how to play them. I started doing guides, and next thing you know, a couple months later, like starting the new year, I was already at like 2,000 subs, and it just kept blowing up. And that CGR train still kind of hasn't stopped. I think the hype is definitely down a bit, but like I can just upload a video. I love that I can just upload a video of a 6-star rank 4 Sig 200 max boosted full Ouchie mastery synergy team CGR destroying a new content fight in like 30 seconds, and it can still do really well.
Heck yeah.
I don't know, it's just funny. And it's been almost 2 years, and that's just crazy to think about. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, I think. I don't have all the dates like memorized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a bit of a tangent, but yeah, that's just kind of like where that's been. I'm just doing what I enjoy. I don't only do CGR content. I do like some shit posts and memes and the occasional guide, a couple Moon Knight videos for no reason other than I just really like the character. No, it's been a really great experience these last few years, and I should probably just let you guys ask questions. I'm like on a massive tangent
No, we're here for it, dude. Like I said, man, it's crazy. Like, yeah, you had your first video October 22nd of 2020, and and this, like, Moose was hosting the show because he was actually, I wasn't the co-host at the time, and that was like the first show, and it was October 31st of 2020. So like that's so
Halloween.
Much perspective of like how long it's been. It's so cool to chat up and see your channel blow up to almost 10K. Like, I mean, rounding up to 10, like that's 10K really. Like that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm shook because like I really wanted to do YouTube for a long time, but I just didn't think I had the chops for it. And I mean, starting out, I wasn't great at it. My editing was pretty bad. The quality of my videos was pretty bad. Like, I've taken down a lot of old videos purely because they're either really outdated or just outdated information about CGR that I don't want to keep spreading.
Yeah,
or just the audio sounds bad or the editing looks like shit. And I'm like, man, that's not my standard anymore. I don't want someone to find that and that to be like the introduction to my content, you know? Not to say my stuff's like great right now, but like it's an improvement, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's nuts. And like, just to be able to do something that I've wanted to do for a long time and like to actually have success with it, not just in like subscribers and all that stuff, but just like being happy doing it, you know, and not feeling like I have to do it. Because for the first like maybe 6 to 8 months, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of me was just like, I felt obligated to keep uploading videos because I kept wanting to keep the hype going. So I was doing it because I enjoyed it, but at the same time there was like a pressure that I put on myself, and I just burnt out. I was uploading like every day. I took a few breaks. There would be like 3 weeks, maybe even like a month period where I didn't upload a video, and eventually I started getting back into what I enjoyed making, and now it's just really freeing experience where I can just express myself and kind of just spread what I believe in and just have fun. I don't know. I'm not trying to make it like super deep, but it's just been really great for me. And yeah, I mean, I'm throwing CGR special twos at people like a philosophical thing, but that's just how it is.
I do it every day. I
Yeah,
take
you
my
have to
star
do it
rank
once a day.
6 CGR everywhere I go. He's
Oh
in
man,
Alliance
and
War right now.
one of the coolest things, and I still hear it, is when people tell me like, "Hey, you taught me how to play him." You know, like that's one of the coolest things to me. Is when someone is like, "Hey, you helped me out here." You know, I'm like, that's what I wanted. You know, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that guide to help someone who watched it learn how to do something. You know, like I love just being of service in that kind of way, especially when I'm passionate about something like that. And just to hear people be like, "Hey, you helped me out here. Thank you." I'm like, that means the world to me. It really does.
So wholesome.
And like I will say, the most fun I've had with content creation were those first like 6 to 8 months playing CGR. Because like not the shit on the CCP because I'm in it, but
Mike's like, watch your tongue.
it's usually like a month by month thing, right? Where a new champion comes out, a couple new champions come out, they make videos for like a month, and then the new thing's out, they release videos about that, they move on, right? Like you don't really revisit champions, you kind of just keep doing the new thing,
Which is
and like there's no harm in that, you know?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
fair play, fair play. Um, and that's kind of what happened with CGR. There'd be people. I don't want to like name names. It feels like a shitty thing to do, and it's not a bad thing to do. What I'm saying here, but like they just upload, hey, here's insane damage with CGR in a thumbnail, you know, and it would get like 50,000 views, and then next month there's some new champions, and then they focus on that, and they don't really revisit CGR. That's perfectly fine. But what I really enjoyed was the few, like I want to say 8 of us who just stayed committed to the champion, and we all just kind of like kept teaching each other things or learning things from each other. There's of course myself, there was Vega, BMcG, Legacy, Germ, Fintech, Bitter Steel. We all just kind of like kept learning stuff from each other. I learned, oh yeah, Munash too. I learned a rotation from Munash, and I've been really working to popularize that. Legacy just kept breaking records. Bitter Steel like taught me a couple things about how to optimize rotations. Fintech just completely created the aptitude rotation, which we didn't figure out until months after his release, that he could use a rotation that would allow him to hit 171k medium attacks. I'm not even exaggerating. That's a screenshot that I post a lot. It's where he's hitting a 171,000 heavy attack.
I wonder why he's
a medium attack. Yeah. And that was when he was ranked 3 too. So I mean, it's even higher now. He could probably hit 200k medium, like if you really push it. And that's just an absurd. That's an absurd number that nobody needs. It's possible, I guess. Hello, who? I don't know. I don't know. Just that experience though of just like having that core group of people who just stayed committed to it. We all just kept absorbing each other's information, and eventually I just compiled it into like a 40-minute guide, and then like a 7,000 word document.
Still have a link to that. So funny.
I actually have to edit that because it's pretty outdated after like a few months. There's a lot of old information in there. I gotta rework. That's the crazy thing, just having a champion where you can, like, you constantly need to update stuff because you're just learning more. Like, I don't know. I know y'all interviewed Kabam Ayin, and he invented CGR. And I know he feels. I know that he feels like a level of regret. Like he didn't anticipate him being so powerful, and it kind of went against what he intended for the character to be. I think maybe he thinks that in jest. I don't know. It's kind of a funny thing. Like the man created a monster. And I get these comments all the time. They're like, "Oh, he's gonna get nerfed." Like I had a comment like that a couple days ago. Still, like, he's gonna get nerfed. Stop uploading videos, please. And I'm like, he already got nerfed
Yeah.
before he was released.
Dude,
You know?
imagine. I still like it's so crazy. Like it just like we need a
Yeah.
what if of that, right?
hmm
What if?
There's only one video that shows CGR before his nerf, and it's the deep dive,
Hmm.
and there's some footage in there apparently that the developer, the creator of CGR's kit, said like there is some footage in the deep dive from pre-nerf. I've dissected that video pretty recently. I can't find it,
Uh,
but the damage numbers seem higher. But
yeah.
they said like the damnation was 4 seconds, but it was lasting 6 seconds still on my investigation. So maybe I need to have a deeper look. But no, recently, yeah, I've been looking into it. Because I really want to be like, okay, how much stronger was he? For anyone who doesn't know what the nerf was, his armor breaks from his judgment cycle were cut in half, just straight up cut in half. Um, his precision and cruelty duration were decreased from 15 seconds to 10, and his damnation was increased by 1 second. So they made his rotations slightly slower, just by a second, by increasing the damnation. They cut a third of his special 2, basically, and then they gutted his armor breaks just a bit. And he's still fucking crazy, so it doesn't matter.
I agree. Right.
So yeah, that's my very long tangent. So sorry about that.
It's all good. So now that you have a 6-star rank for SIG 200 CGR, what champion are you chasing next?
That's the problem. I don't want to watch anymore. I don't know. I'm working on 7 point, like just the entirety of that 7 exploration. And I don't know what I'm gonna use my resources on. I don't know what champions I'm after. So that's fun. I've been very fulfilled with CGR, but adding a champion to the game, I would say like Kushala. She's the spirit rider, and the sorcerer supreme. So she would be cool. Like if I had to add a character, weird accent. I just I would add her to the game because she's cool. But like as far as wanting a champion, I don't know. I'm kind of after Omega Sentinel right now. I'm saving my 6-star shards for the new feature coming out in a few days. So if I could get that, that would be pretty cool. Hello, Future Slayer. I'm blessing your crystal with the 6-star Omega Sentinel. You're welcome.
Hey.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, Omega Sentinel's pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know really what I'm after in rank 5 CG, I guess. More damage. Why not? Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like. Okay, that's one thing I want to talk about. The fact that I haven't pulled 6-star CGR from a crystal, but I have him because someone donated like $600
Yeah.
so that I could buy the deals last year and then just guarantee the 6-star CGR. His name was Adam. That's still crazy to me. That was one of the craziest moments on my channel. There was like 800 people watching on the stream.
I was there, man.
Yeah, you were there. Actually, might have been there. I don't remember. It was crazy. I need to rewatch it. Just the amount of support those 2 days. Because the first day was an attempt. I think he donated 200, and then the second day he just donated the rest of the 400 more, which he did not have to do. I didn't ask for it. It's just it still blows my mind that almost a year with the 6-star. I still haven't pulled him from a crystal, and the only reason I have him is because someone was generous enough to give him to me, and just all the support from the community. So it just doesn't. It might sound corny. It just doesn't feel like it's my CGO. It feels like it's like everyone's like CGO, like in a way. I don't know. The day I pull it from a crystal, though, that'll be funny. For sure. Yeah, that was probably the biggest, craziest moment on my channel, and I'm surprised I haven't already had a tangent about it yet. So yeah, there you go.
All right.
Oh, did you cut out, Exon?
Jay, you got another one over there?
Okay, yeah. You were talking about like who you would be sought after, and your Cinemega said no. And I was kind of thinking like, I was thinking about that. What kind of got announced with the Champion Attribute System update? We had the future buffs being announced, and I was curious if like Juggernaut, Ant-Man, Black Cat, and maybe Scorpion, and Rocket Raccoon is something you would look at. And we don't know anything about them besides a few full reworks, but I wonder if that's something you'd go after.
Or I've been fortunate enough to have a SIG 40 6-star Juggernaut, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Very fortunate. That is the correct word. So if he's good, then... Okay, if he's good with ouchie masteries, then yes. That's kind of like a requirement for me at this point, because I never take them off unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, he should be.
If he's good with those masteries, then yeah.
I feel like he should be.
Yeah. And his thing, it said he's a good attacker. He's going to be more offense oriented. So
your volume got like really low.
Huh?
I said your volume got like really low. Like I could barely hear you.
Uh-oh.
You're good now.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. Maybe my headphones got unjacked a bit. No, okay, my one wish is just don't make him more annoying to fight, please. That's it. Just don't make him more of a pain in the ass. I don't know, I'm hoping he's more of like a Kitty Pryde, kind of a Rhino kind of combo where he just dashes at people and just screws them up and just beat people down in a corner. I'm hoping you can kind of just play it recklessly and just go crazy, but also don't make him annoying to fight somehow. I don't know how there's a balance between those two things, but somehow I'm hoping it is found, and I don't have to die to Juggernaut even more. So there's that. Rocket, interesting. They said Juggernaut's a full rework too, so I'm hoping that is true.
Yes.
Rocket looks pretty cool. I'm hoping that one's overdue for sure. What kind of update was that? Do you remember?
I don't remember. Full rework in November.
Okay. I know they said something about his shield. He's going to have a scrap mechanic. I was really hoping they were going to do something with Groot and his abilities, but that's fine. Maybe when they update Groot, they'll like put Rocket on his shoulder or something. That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah. And they
like shoot and stuff.
They didn't announce December, so that's an interesting.
No, yeah, you're right. Maybe the buffs line up with the characters being added. Maybe, probably not. I know they said they don't really do that, but we kind of just had the Jane Foster Love and Thunder thing. So
yeah, they said that they
seems like
they don't go out of their way to do it, but if they can, they'll do it. It's basically what they said, and
good.
yeah, I mean, Rocket's in November, which is the Wakanda Forever, so I mean, it's at least close to it, since we're getting a Guardians holiday event in December.
We'll also have I Am Groot in between.
Yeah, and that'll be in August.
Yeah,
August 10th.
Good point. As far as Ant-Man goes, they said in the post, quote unquote, more consistent glancing.
Oh no.
If we can just not do that, or if they mean more consistent as in like you can consistently avoid it, then that would be cool. Like maybe he can trigger glancing on purpose on attack or something, and then it's not annoying on defense. That would be nice. But I just got glanced to death by Cersei today, so if we could just not do glancing anymore, that would be awesome. I'm so terrible. It's the worst function of the game, is it not? Like, it makes all of your abilities fail. Even, like, guaranteed abilities fail. It's ridiculous. I hate it. Delete it.
Well, it says he's going to expect to stack a ton of debuffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got in a new flavor of with PIM particles and new debuffs.
And way more poison.
Yeah, way more poison.
I was thinking they take that out. Yeah. Like poison, that's an interesting ability for Ant-Man. I mean, he is a science champion, so it makes sense, but poison on Ant-Man? I don't know. I thought they'd like make him shrink and like, do fruit or some crap. I don't know.
Shrink
or like
and
what
go
was the other one?
big. You remember the bugs back in the day when it used to be super giant?
Oh
Giant
my
Man?
god, yeah. Yeah.
The real Galactus.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. We they said they're not gonna touch, Scorpion and Black Cat.
It's great.
So that'll be fun.
They're fine. Black Cat holds the record speed kill of Labyrinth Red Hulk. So there's that. Apparently she's faster than CGR. Uh, in a fight where there's a damage cap, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Nerf her, kabam. But yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Nerf her. Just kind of want to beat the record.
I'll interlude because I guess I did read it wrong, but yeah. So what you said was right. So they said no Black Cat and Scorpion. They said instead of Black Cat and Scorpion, it was Rocket Raccoon. So I wonder if that's something moving forward with Rintra and Wong for December. If is it Rintra and Wong are going to be like, hey, who does these need for their buff thing? Like, do these need to be buffed, or do we need to choose a different champion? I wonder if that's how they're doing buffs now, how they're selecting people.
Right. They're kind of like rebalancing a long time after they're added. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like Rintra. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really paid much attention to Wong and Rintra when they're added. Honestly, I haven't been paying much attention to any of the new champions from there lately.
Yeah, it's because it's a lot less content creators doing stuff now. I feel like everyone's been busy or just not really into.
I was on stream today. I had to look up, in the middle of a fight, I had to look up what Kraven's special animations were.
Oh no!
Like, he was about to throw it, and I paused it, and I was like, hold on, guys. Let me Google something real quick. I heard it playing, and they're like, oh my god, do you not know what his special attacks are? No, I know. And he was added in, December? So, yeah. But from what I heard, I think Rintra needs a buff a little bit. So, I know they call it a balance update too, which is cool. Like, they can buff champions. Like, they don't just nerf them. Like, they can buff them if they need to. So I'm hoping that's something we're going to see pretty soon. A subpar new champion getting a bit more love. That would be pretty nice. Or if we could, like, just trick Kabam into another Human Torch situation. Oh my god. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that? Like, everyone saying Human Torch is bad, and then
Yes,
Legacy
absolutely.
did a video on Human Torch, and then everyone's like, oh my god, he's good, and then by then Kabam were like, hey, we're buffing him, and then everyone's like, he doesn't need the buff, but thank you, and we basically gaslit Kabam into buffing a champion and convinced them that he's bad enough to have a buff. That's so funny. It's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what you mentioned with like CGR is like you said, like he's not what no one thought he was like. No one feels the way they do right now when he first came out, and it's because like I feel like that CCP mindset too is like new character, move on, new character, and that's what helps.
Yeah, because then there's so many, that happens a lot. Like, everyone thought Corvus was bad when he came out, and then a few months later, everyone's singing his praises. Same for Immortal Hulk, same for Omega Red, right? Like, it happens all the time. And, like, it's not something to really blame the CCP for, because it's like, you can't expect them to just spend 20 hours digging into a champion's kid, and then putting in a video and know everything about them on the month of release. Like, things kind of just come out slowly. Information comes out slowly. That's just why I think it's important to be, like, when you're reviewing a new champion as someone who has access to them, just be, like, generous. You don't have to, like, sugarcoat it, but just be like, okay, they might have more potential that's just been untapped. We don't know. That way there's not, like, some stigma over a champion when they're actually a lot better than people think, and then months later, oh wow, look at that, I don't know. That's always just a really interesting thing to me, and I think it's really good because it kind of just shows how nuanced the game is, just how complicated it can be. It's not just a basic, like, tappy swipe game. Like, there's a lot to it when it comes to how characters interact with each other and all the things you can do. I don't know. That always really fascinates me that they're able to capture something like that in a mobile game. Never really expected that. It definitely wasn't that complicated back in 2014, but we're almost 8 years in now.
For sure.
I feel like y'all just ask me a question, and then I just like trail off into a completely different topic, and then y'all will like rein me back in with the next question. I just love talking. I'm sorry.
Nah, dude.
No, it's all good. Where were we? Shoot. So have you been spending in game, and what do you buy? Do you buy like the 4th of July deals, stuff like that?
I didn't really buy any of the deals this time. They just weren't great for Thronebreaker, in my opinion. I was not happy about that, and I was very vocal about it to Pragam. I was like, these suck. Yeah, that's pretty much, I was like, these deals are mid. I did not buy them. Occasionally, I will drop some on the sigil. I have a 6-star Scarlet Witch sigil now. That's how much I've bought it, pretty much. That kind of gives an idea how many times I've done that. And then sometimes the collector's daily card. But other than that, I don't really spend real money on the game. I'm like a dolphin when it comes to like spending. Like, I probably spent a good like $200 myself on my account over the last 7 years ish. Well, my account's not that old, but I've been playing for that long. I had another account, long story. And it got lost because I didn't save it. That's basically it. It wasn't a long story. But like there was like $600 that wasn't mine dropped into this account, so it kind of skews my perception of my own spending on my account because I'm like, wait, there's just not that many good offers.
Okay. Do you do anything with the spring cleaning?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember.
I was gonna say. I wonder.
Okay.
I don't even remember that.
Deadpool.
Oh yeah, would you at least have a Deadpool, a red Deadpool?
Yeah, I have a 1-star, a 2-star, and a 3-star, but I don't have the 4 or the 5. I'm still pretty salty about it. They made one of my favorite characters an exclusive paywall character who sucks. Please buff him and make him more accessible. Thank you.
I know, right? It's such a shame that they don't buff trophy champs. Like I think, if you're gonna have a trophy champ, make it like I don't want it to be a bragging right. I want it to be like actually a trophy worth having instead of a bragging right.
Thanos is like one of the worst champions in the game. It makes no sense.
Yeah, especially with
someone like Deadpool too. Like he's such a cool character. Freaking sucks. I mean, Deadpool X-Force is pretty decent now.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the mutant class. He can't compete. But Deadpool sucks. Kang is an awesome character. He sucks. Thanos is a great character. He sucks. Weapon X is actually pretty good. He's the only one that kind of broke.
Yeah, your voice is really low again, so I don't know if you can fix that.
Oh my god, it's probably my freaking headphones again. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop pacing around my room like a madman. I walk and talk a lot.
It's
not
cool.
You can probably hear it.
Trophy
What the
tramps,
fuck?
not that good.
Yeah.
It's like an explosion outside. Sorry about that. Yeah. Trophy champs are except Weapon X. That's a good champion, but also don't make them annoying to fight like Weapon X, please.
Yeah.
One of my buddies got Weapon X and he still flexes it on me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Weapon Flex. That's what we call him.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna try and get one this winter?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If they, make Kang better or Thanos better, then like maybe. I don't know. It depends on how good the GGCs are. If they're even doing that. I didn't fart there. I swear to God, my chair turned. Okay?
Oh yeah, that happens on the show all the time. I'm just like, yeah, no one heard that, right? Let's move on.
Here, wait, I can do it again. Hold on. No, I can't. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, my chair rocks back and it does like a thing. I hear it when I watch back shows all the time. Like, oh my goodness, so embarrassing.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're gonna do the GGCs again with how the gifting event went last year.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty bad. But,
Hey, at least they banned a lot of people. That was
They
pretty
made a lot of
funny
money.
to see all the negative units.
Dude, yeah. A lot of people got punished for that. I think something happened with I don't want to talk about it. I think we all know.
All right, voice back. Come on, bring it back.
Oh my god. Okay. Are we good now? Okay.
Yes.
My bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna start talking about Crystal opening whale, but nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about, are you done with the variants? Have you got all your variants done?
I think I've completed all of them, but as far as exploring them, no, absolutely not. Especially the first two, I'm staying away from those. Those are the hardest ones, and also the least rewarding, which is not a great combo.
Right.
They did not age well.
Not at all. So which one has been your favorite so far?
I really liked the Moon Knight one, no bias, purely because I really liked the rarity emphasis they had, except for the fact when if you sold 1-stars, you can't get them back really unless you spend a lot of money on those crystals, or a lot of units on those crystals rather, because the 1-star Hulk fight that takes forever if you don't have a 1-star Hulk. I feel like that's the only negative about that, and Kabam needs to add a way for people who are farther progressed in the game to pull 1-star champions, which is a fucking absurd sentence, by the way. Hey, longer tier players need more accessible 1-stars. What? That's crazy. But yeah, zone breakers need 1-stars. Damn it! That's a crazy sentence.
You know what's funny? I don't have a 1-star Vision or Spider-Man anymore.
Oh my god!
I never sold ever, and I'm still missing that 1-star Vision.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I never sold them, and I just never got them. Age of Ultron Vision.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What do you mean better? Because there's a crystal in the store. It's like 50 units, but for some reason, I know the reason. It's because Command wants money. But for some reason, right, the drop rates in the crystal are 80% 2-star and 20% 1-star. The 1-star drop rate is lower than the 2-star drop rate. For some reason, right?
I don't understand why.
Makes no sense. Okay, how about we do that in Legendary and Mythic crystals then? How about we make 6 stars over 5 stars? And 5 stars over 4 stars, why don't we shift that then? Oh no, it's not going to make you money from variant 4. Okay. That's just kind of something I want to point out there. So yeah, if you're doing variant 4, anyone who's probably listening to 2 people who are actually interested in what I have to say, which is both of you. Yeah, if you don't have a 1-star Hulk, stay away from variant 4. Because you're going to have to do a lot of revives on a caustic temper path with Vision. That's not fun. So yeah.
For sure.
Sorry, but yeah, variant 4, it's great. Sorry, that was the beginning thing. I really like variant 4. I trailed off.
So have you done all of Act 7 yet?
I'm working on it. I have the bulk of 7. I have 7.1 just explored. I have 7.2 and 3 explored, minus the final quest in each one. And then I'm working on the 7.4 exploration besides the final boss. So basically, I'm exploring 7.2.1 through 5, if that makes sense. I'm just leaving the 6th quest in each chapter unexplored. I'm doing all of that. And then I'll do another stream probably next week where I do the final 7.2 Kang. Or no, the 7.2 Gwynmaster, the 7.3 Kang. Voice crack. 7.3 Kang. and a 7.4 Superior Kang, like all in one go. And that way I'll just explore all 3 chapters at once and then open all those rewards and it'll be crazy. But yeah, I'm almost there. I'll have it done by next week. As far as Act 6 though, which I feel like that might be your next question. No. I've stayed away from that.
Okay.
It got nerfed twice.
Do you think you'll go back to Act 6 when the Karina's challenges come back?
Yes. I think that might be my excuse for why I haven't done it yet. Like, haven't explored it. I'm just waiting to optimize the Karina challenge or two when I don't even know which ones were taken away, which ones I've already done, because honestly, it's just an excuse. But yeah,
I guess you can check
I'm going to work on that after. Listen, the only reason I haven't done Act 6 is because the rewards aren't as good as Act 7. That's definitely why, and it's not because I'm still scared of the Grandmaster. That's not at all why.
Post-traumatic stress from the Grandmaster.
Yeah, from the 100,000 hits, freaking 10-hour marathon that I had. I don't ever want to look at him again. I'm so tired.
If you want to hear about that, go back and listen to Slayer's
God.
first episode.
Yeah, that was certainly a feat that I never want to do again. But I promised I would do it again, and now I'm just dreading it. So yeah, I'm gonna do it eventually. It's gonna be a 10-hour stream, and yeah.
There you go.
You heard it here first, folks. I'm gonna subject myself to another painful experience. That messed me up mentally, I gotta say. It might sound dramatic, but like the first couple just maybe the first like night or two, that couple means two, whatever. The first couple nights, like my thumb would be twitching in my sleep, you know, because I was tapping my screen for 10 hours straight. Like
tap, 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 tap.
Someone woke me up and they were like, "Dude, like, why was your hand shaking?" And I'm like, "There's a story." It messed me up. It was. I don't ever want to do that again, but I have to because I made a stupid tweet. And I was like, "Hey guys, if this gets this many likes, I'll do it again." And of course it happened. I didn't think it would happen. I was just trying to farm likes, you know. And then no, we hit the goal. And now I have to do it again. So don't tweet stupid things. And don't do that.
You won't get stupid
Stay off Twitter.
Yeah.
Stay off Twitter. Just delete it. Follow Edson Reviews on Twitter.
Hey, there you go. Follow JX.
Yeah, follow JX and X as well. Follow all of the accounts. Follow everyone that I follow on Twitter. Just follow all of them. Just go through my follower list and just hit follow on everybody.
That's like 300 people.
Yeah, I follow a lot of people.
All worth it.
Everyone, including Donnie Cates, you know, our Lord and Savior, the creator of CGR. You know, him and I are best friends. You know, like
Yeah, you actually had a interaction with him on Twitter. You want to?
Yeah, I've had a few. This last week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. Time means nothing anymore. No, pretty recently, yeah. I made a little CGR edit, which I'm probably gonna post on my channel, and then hope to God I don't get copy striked because of the music.
Yeah.
But he liked it, and then I was like, "Hey, Bill Burr would be a great CGR because Bill Burr's my favorite comedian." And then he was like, "Truth," and I got 2 interactions with him, and I was like, "That's awesome! I love this guy. I'm trying not to freak out right now."
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Nice. Heck yeah.
It's a flex. I've had Among Us reply to me a few times, you know, not the brag or anything. They reply to like everybody though. I think Skittles might have said something.
What?
Yeah, brand accounts on Twitter are just crazy. It's so funny. Like sometimes
Slim Jim follows me.
Oh yeah. So, Jay, you got to get Slim Jim to follow you, bro.
Man,
Yeah,
Slim Jim. Wow.
Yeah,
It's
they
Mita,
follow
bro. It's not
so
Meta,
many
it's
people.
Mita.
Yeah, Mita. Dude, I'm still trying to get the John Cena follow. I've been trying. I need to see it. You know, I won't be able to see it, but like I need to see it.
You know what you need to do?
You can't see it, bro.
You gotta do cosplay. That's what you gotta do. That's what
Right.
That's what I heard.
Putting something together for that,
Yeah, you already
yeah.
got the Moose, the Ghost Rider. Get
Yeah.
something going.
Gotta do the freaking diss track. For anyone listening, that's a bit of a spoiler, but yeah, I gotta get that done. That's one thing I will say. I'm really good at having great ideas for videos and then never doing them. Just
Yeah.
not being committed to my own craft. That's a really great one. I'm just kidding. That I'm still working on like filming some stuff for that.
Okay.
You know, ooh, you know, yeah. That helmet's gonna see its day pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully. I said that a year ago, but yeah,
Yeah.
it
Nice.
last March. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, what do you think about the strikers that we had this year?
Uh, Pretty neat. I liked the latest iteration. I felt like that was pretty smooth. I feel like they need to add some kind of option to change the location of the button because I feel like some people are gonna prefer one way or the other. I feel like if you were be able to move that somewhere else on the screen, because it really depends on device as well, what the aspect ratio of your screen is. I just feel like they could optimize it a little better, but I really liked the last iteration. Strikers are definitely my favorite new initiative that they've added to the game, kind of their new in-fight content. Like, I'm not a massive fan of Root, although, never mind, I can't say that. Um, yeah, I almost fucking spoiled something. Uh, Root, it's interesting, and if it's a rewarding mechanic, then it's fine. But yeah, back to Strikers before I trail off for 10,000 years. Strikers are pretty cool. I think they need to have an option to move the button somewhere.
Yeah,
I
for
stopped the
sure.
tangent. I stopped the tangent. Are you guys proud of me?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty fun. You said you liked this iteration better. What made you like this iteration? Did you like the combos or what exactly? You said it felt smoother.
it,
Um,
it felt more streamlined. Like the first time they did it, I would do like a final hit and a combo, and then I would throw a striker, and they would just block the whole thing. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I don't remember. I pretty much just do content and dump it out of my memory. But to my recollection, I'm pretty sure it just functionally wasn't a great mechanic. Just the way it just like got blocked or dodged or glitched or something. But this one just felt a lot better. I believe they were unblockable a lot too, so you didn't really have to worry about getting hit with one. Or my next thought trailed into my current one, but yeah, no. My only concern with strikers actually is if they make it a thing where the defender can use it, because you can throw a striker while you're getting hit. So I would hate to be like attacking the opponent and then they throw a striker on me in the middle of my combo and I take a ton of damage. Like, I feel like that wouldn't be fun. But you're able to do that on offense. Like, if you're getting hit, you can just throw your striker and it'll stop them from hitting you. And I know they said they want to have defensive strikers, so I hope that's something they can find a balance with somehow. Because that's not going to be fun if you're skilled enough to get an intercept, and then they're like, "Oh crap, let me throw a striker on." And you take like a full combo and die. Like, I don't want to see that. But it's a cool concept though, because like you can fight the entire Fantastic Four or something at once. Like, kind of like that. That's kind of cool. I like stuff like that. I don't know.
yeah,
Kind of thematic stuff.
yeah. Like say you had Reed Richards and Sue on one striker team and Thing and Human Torch on the other.
Yeah, for sure.
All four of them.
They could do that with like Cloak and Dagger. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
They
what
add
I'm
Cloak and
saying.
Dagger the same month. Yeah, they could add like Striker in if they're on a synergy team or something. They could do that.
Yeah.
Or some kind of relic system, maybe. I'm not sure what they're doing with that.
I know, right? I thought, like, we had like the Battlegrounds trailer or the cutscene, and it was like relics are coming. Battlegrounds is opening up
Right.
for relics.
Battlegrounds is definitely still in a beta form for
Yeah.
sure. I'm really curious how relics are going to factor in. I'm still really confused about all that.
Yeah, same. Speaking of battlegrounds, what are your
Mhm.
thoughts on this iteration?
This current meta is ass because there is no meta. It's just deal damage. That's
Debuffs.
it. They decreased the timer by 30 seconds, which was the dumbest move because they should have increased it by 30 seconds. So now you have less time to fight. And I don't know, I've seen stuff where someone knocks out the opponent and has more health and they still lose to someone who like died. Just like crazy stuff like that. The scoring just seems off. I know they're testing it, so I give them the benefit of the doubt there. Are we good? Are we good now?
Your
Yes.
volume.
Are we good now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know like they're in like a beta, so my complaints will probably be relinquished on the next iteration. But just I hope they don't come back to this, and I hope they see all the feedback and just make it more of a skill-based thing. Because as much as I like throwing CGR special twos at people, because fight duration is the most important thing, and getting the fight done fast is the most important thing. I like not having him banned constantly because that's the meta, you know? Like, I can't use my rank 4 CGR in Battlegrounds because people know he's just going to wipe the floor with anyone. So they're just like, oh, well, ban. I can't use him. It's frustrating. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like anytime I go into a Battlegrounds match, somebody is always banning my rank 3 human.
Yep. He's
They
another
don't ban
one.
CGR as much for me.
It's always Human Torch, CGR, and like Archangel. Like those three are just gone all the time. Nobody's immune to Nova Flames,
Okay.
so yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I'm gonna post. I posted a couple screenshots in the chat. One is me
Oh, okay.
losing with health, and the other one is them quitting against me with CGR.
Bruh,
It's
that first screenshot's fucked though. I don't like that. They literally
Yeah.
died. They freaking died. And what they? Let me look at the remaining health.
9%.
Oh my god, dude! Just because they had a
15%.
slight, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. That's really upsetting.
Yep. I was not happy about that, but
No, yeah.
it is what it is.
Hey, you're rocking the
Yeah.
the Butcher of Gods title. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
that's
course.
pretty cool. Oh yeah, no, Colin, my voice is still kind of dead after talking for 12 hours over the last 2 days. I'm still not like fully back from that.
Yeah, I was like, man, then you're streaming tonight, and then you're also coming on the interview. I was like, wow, it's a
Yeah.
lot of talking.
Done so much talking. Oh my.
Yeah. So you got another one over there, Jay?
Okay, I guess I didn't have to ask you because you said Kushala earlier, but I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
who would you like to come to the game? Is there anyone else that interests you? I mean, I would love Kushala.
Electro Daredevil is pretty cool.
Can you say that again?
I would. Electro Daredevil,
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
like the version of Daredevil that Electra is. If for anyone who doesn't know, it's comic run or something. I don't know. I haven't read it. She just looks cool, and I want to read it. That's pretty much it.
I know it's Kat's favorite as well.
Yeah, it's Cat's favorite. My buddy Ryan really likes her. They're pretty cool. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. People are like, oh no, another version of an existing character. But like, that's what Marvel is a lot of the time. You know, like it's just new iterations of existing stuff. It's fresh. It's really neat. I like it. It's like a ninja Daredevil. Like that's really cool. You know, why not?
Yeah, I really like this this version of Elektra, the Daredevil version. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He just looks so cool. I love the suit.
Oh yeah, me too.
And just the way her hair comes out, like the back of the mask too. I think that's what does it for me, because she looks less like Daredevil. Like you can tell, like I don't know, it's just cool. She looks less like Matt Murdock Daredevil. I mean, the same. She is Daredevil. You know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Volume.
For this cap. Thank you guys for letting me know instead of, yeah, I need to fix these headphones. I'm getting more depressed every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, who would you like to buff?
Moon Knight, Dormammu, Sentry, Phoenix, Deadpool, again, please. Civil Warrior again. It wasn't good enough.
Yeah, I agree. I want a different play style for him, man.
Doctor Strange, Thor.
Oh.
In this order, by the way. Like, this is all, like, just...
Oh, really?
From top to bottom.
Yeah,
Okay.
kabam. Just do all this, and it'll be fine. Yeah. But absolutely, Moon Knight is at the top for me. I would love a Moon Knight rework. Maybe add some, like, mystical elements to his kit, because there was a version of Moon Knight in the game files a long time ago who's mystic.
Oh, yeah, so that was just because that's what they chose originally, and then they're like, nah, change. Like, same with Rocket, he was supposed to be science, but they changed it to tech.
Right.
There
was a draft that was mystic, so I'm going to cling on to that.
Yeah.
Give him, like, regen, maybe some form of power control. Well, he actually does kind of have power control. It's kind of underrated, actually. Moon Knight does have power control, which is not very good, and it only works 6 hours a day, but that's one of the coolest abilities in the game, but it doesn't work well at all. Like, that is based on the actual phasing of Moon. That's so cool. Oh, okay. So does a Rocket Raccoon showcase in the App Store is a little misleading. Rocket is, in fact, a tech champion. Okay.
Yeah, so...
So they actually... Cool. That was 2015. Wow, you just have everything.
I do have everything on record.
I need to talk to you more. I need to, like, ask you questions and ask for screenshots and information more. I feel like you just have, like, everything ready.
I don't have everything, but I have, like, the stuff that really interests me, like that.
You probably have, like, a 12 monitor setup with, like, a bunch of files and stuff all sorted, and, like, you're just ready to pull anything out in a minute. You probably have everything Kabam Mike ever said.
I have everything Gabe has ever said, which is a little weird when I tell him that. And then Mike, I have a lot of screenshots from him too, just because he is the big man who at Kabam.
You definitely have the original Cyclops screenshot. You definitely have that. Cyclops is very effective winning.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will say to Mike's credit. I love Mike so much. I'm not gonna act like I don't. Just like being able to continue that joke on after people memed him on it so long, and it even being like in the game for a bit.
Yeah.
With like effective or whatever,
dude,
and like
I
the AQ reference.
I loved it. It was good.
Yeah. So cool. I love stuff like that. That the kind of stuff just really makes the community for me. When the developers and people working on the game like kind of have a sense of humor with the community and there's kind of a banter. Like, I love that kind of stuff. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, Cyclops is quite effective. Buff Cyclops. That's another one. Buff Cyclops. Please.
My 660 6-star.
Oh God. Yeah.
I think mine's 640, so I'm with you there.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So bad. He's actually pretty good with
Is that the red team or blue team?
Mine is blue team.
Same.
Mine's not the red team, but yeah. I mean, might as well with with the X-Men 97. I mean, like,
right? Yeah, good point. Yeah, I like that. I like how they buffed Bishop and they made him more annoying to fight. That's fun.
Heck yeah. So what else do we got? You got another one over there, Jay?
Okay, so okay, I will say this: since you're in the TCP and you've been there for a bit now, is there anything you would do better? Is there anything you would want to see them do better, either like CCP on Kabam side or content creators, whatever, however you want to answer the question?
I don't want to dunk too hard, so I'm gonna be somewhat reserved, even though I really don't have any feedback in mind right now.
Okay. That's okay.
I've definitely given it already. There are a lot of things I think can be. Okay, yes, the application process is entirely unprofessional and needs to be completely reworked. Like, you don't just have a Google form that people submit into and then leave it open in the air for like 6 months without communication. Like, that's the most stressful thing ever for a creator when they're trying to become like somewhat linked with the company of the game they're playing, just to have like absolutely no communication with them on their approval process or their application process. Like, that was one of the most annoying and frustrating experiences for me. You don't even want to know the lengths I would go to, just to like have an update.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't being an asshole, but I was like tweeting a lot. I was contacting some people, trying to just be like, hey, what's this about? You know, it just takes way too long. It's a Google form, for God's sakes. Like, at least have something on your website. You know, like, I don't know. It needs to be just changed.
Yeah. I hope it does, because
the
person who did it before isn't doing it anymore. So now, you know, with that, and I think we just had the first creator join the CCP yesterday in a long time. I don't recognize the creator, so I'm not really gonna.
He's pretty cool. Okay. I will say that. I don't want to like steal his thunder or anything, but he's a pretty cool guy.
Cool.
But no, the last CCP manager. I mean, I'm not gonna say he didn't do a good job. I think he did a great job for the few months that I've been here, when he left shortly after I joined. And I mean, from stuff that I've looked into, he seemed like he did his job very well. But I'm hoping, you know, there are some really big changes. I really want to see more collaboration with content creators. I want to see more endorsement of content creators. I want to see them kind of push out more creator stuff. I want to see more support. Because it's just like, oh, here, we'll give you a sandbox to play in, and you kind of just do whatever you want. That's really great. I'm really thankful for the private test realm, the beta server, whatever you want to call it. I'm really thankful for that. It's probably like one of the coolest things, as well as just being able to talk to developers one-on-one. Like, when it comes to support for creators and like working with them, it seems like it's taken a step down these last few years, especially with the pandemic and all that stuff. So like, I understand kind of why it's taken a turn. It makes sense. I empathize with that. But yeah, I mean, we've been seeing a lot more stuff recently with them like retweeting more creator things. They've been retweeting a lot of Cat's graphics. I think they retweeted one of Brendan's videos the other day. So they're definitely, the Overseer guy, which is very good. I don't know. I hope there's more creator endorsement, and I hope there's more like seemingly giving a shit about new people who want to get in and actually communicating with them. Because all I would have liked was like an email back and them just being like, hey, we've received your application, we're working on this or that, you know, we want to make sure you're not an asshole, you know, or that, you know, you've done crimes or all this other shit. Like, that would have been nice, but instead there's like, your application's been submitted. And I'm like, okay, cool. And it's like, I don't want to be a jerk and like message the guy directly and be like, hey, about your job. You know, like, I don't want to be a jerk and like continuously poke someone about it. But yeah, I don't know. CCP is not perfect, but it's really good for the game. I'll say that. It's really good for the community. So there's not too much I would dunk on it about. I think there's definitely more positives than negatives.
Okay.
As someone who sought to join for so long.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry for the really long-winded answer to that.
It was a good answer, so I'm
still waiting.
We're good.
It's gonna be the longest interview ever.
I don't know, man. Gabe was tied for like 3+ hours, so.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we're at like almost 2 hours now, so I don't know.
Okay.
We'll get there.
All right. I'll try. I want to beat this record too. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, we can wrap it up whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. Yeah, I can go as long as y'all want. But if you do want to wrap it up quick, if you got a couple more questions, I'll try to fire through them.
Okay.
Or if that's it, then.
All right, so I guess we'll talk about leaks for next month, because have you seen the leaks? What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. if Quicksilver is a Herald, that's interesting. I'm not sure what to think about that. I hope he still has super speed, and they're not just like, oh, he has power cosmic. He doesn't need to be fast anymore. I hope
Well,
that's not the route.
yeah. I mean, we
Uh,
know for sure he's getting super speed. It's just whether or not how we play it.
yeah. Okay, fair enough. That's just me like saying random shit. I mean, it's a cool. His suit looks cool. I'm glad they're doing that suit. Uh, I don't know if I would have preferred like the green one. I don't really have an opinion about that. People are hating on the goggles too much. Shut up. They look
Yeah.
fine. It's comic accurate. Be quiet. It looks fine.
Yeah. No,
Him and Gallon is it Gallon or Galan? I don't know.
I say Galen.
How is it? Galen? Okay, how is it spelt? Is it Galan?
Yes.
So I've seen both from
Yeah.
Marvel. Like in Cosmic Ghost Rider towards Marvel history, it's spelled Galen.
Really?
Really confuses me.
Really?
Yeah, I was reading it again the other day, and it's spelled strangely. And yeah,
I mean, typos
weird.
always happen, I guess. I feel like that's got to be a typo.
okay, fair enough. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Him and Galen, whatever.
I just say the Galactus might as well.
Yeah, him and Toddler Galactus. That's a weird pairing. That's a really weird mix. All I hope, I think they're both cool. All I hope is that somehow he still has a synergy with his heralds and he makes CGR better. Because that would be nice. Like,
Imagine.
give him a synergy that gives him a vigilance gives him a true strike instead of vigilance. That'd be great, and I'd be so happy with that. And yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts on that. Make CGR better. Thumbs up. Slayer approved. Let him counter evade.
Do you think he'll make all of the heralds better?
I hope so. I don't think that's going to happen though, purely because Galen, whatever. He's before he became Galactus and got the power cosmic. I'm pretty sure, unless they do a different spin, because it could just be like the MCOC version. They kind of change things.
Yeah.
But like he's not really Galactus, so he doesn't really have heralds. So I don't know. Maybe he's not really going to have a synergy with them. It's going to be kind of weird if he doesn't. So I don't know. But it would be cool if there was like a Odin kind of thing, or like a apocalypse thing where you can make someone a herald. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. He's kind of like Overseer. Someone made that comparison to me today. He's like the Overseer to Maestro, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I agree. What else you got, Jay?
Yeah, I was gonna say because it's definitely gonna be a Kabam spin. I mean, Galen in the comics is just like a regular white dude, basically, a regular bald white dude. So and then he goes outside his universe, and then becomes Galactus. So he's wearing Galactus' suit, and we know a whole multiversal army of Galactuses are coming to the game. So
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a Kabam story, so we'll see what happens. I really don't have anything to go off until it happens, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, even I was thinking like maybe, because they said a herald, maybe Quicksilver's not the herald, and Gabe was just trying to throw you off when he said he is, and
That's
like maybe Galen is the herald because another Galactus made him a herald or something. Like maybe, I don't know. That's just a crazy theory that makes no sense. But
No, I literally said the same thing. Like when I did my predictions in January, I literally said Quicksilver for August and a Kabam Herald, which is literally just
Herald,
a Kabam spin. Which it's the Kabam spin on Galactus as a Herald.
yeah,
right? Like,
I still think you're correct in that theory.
We'll see, man.
For sure.
All right. Is there any other news? God, I just had it. If anyone else has a question too, I know Moose, Padme, Dragoon. I know you guys are here as well as some
Oh
chats
my
on
God,
YouTube.
Padme's here. Hello, how's it going?
Yeah, what's up, Padme?
Did I say anything bad about Padme? I don't remember. I'm just kidding. I would remember.
So we didn't really talk much about Alliance stuff. If you want to talk about what do you guys do for War and AQ?
Yeah.
Of course. We do 1 BG Alliance War Tier 2 Gold 2. I don't participate because fuck Alliance War. Please fix it. It sucks. Sorry. As a average player, I think it's bad. If you're in Tier 1, in Masters or above and you enjoy it, good for you. I think it sucks. So Masters or above. I think Masters is the highest. Whatever. This shows what I know, but I think it sucks. So yeah, make it more shitty player friendly, like me. Thank you. But yeah, we do one battle group. We seem to be cruising in there. Apparently, we're in a war right now where there's nobody on the map, so that's fun. For AQ, we have one battle group of map 6, and then the other two are map 5. I'm in map 5 because I don't have the dedication for map 6. To be blunt. Yeah, I'm in the alliance with Padme. She's the leader. Force, pretty cool alliance. I've been with them a couple years, I think. Yeah, it's a great time. A lot of great people in there. Yeah, kind of like a family in a way. We play some other games together every so often. Play a lot of Fortnite with some of them.
Very
So,
nice.
yeah.
Heck
I
yeah.
love Force.
Yeah. What else you got over there, Jay?
I guess I don't know if you said it before the show or on the show, but you caught up with the story.
No, I'm going to binge your videos after this, probably. I've been too lazy. I have no idea what's going on. You were like, hey, there's a horde of Galactuses coming. I was like, what? It's like,
What do you mean? You didn't read May's event quest? Come on, dude.
No, I never paid attention. And now apparently there's a horde of Galactuses coming to the battle. So, and yeah, I have no idea about it. I think the last story thing I read was like the Imrock finale, which was pretty good.
Okay, like the cutscene.
Yeah, the final like epilogue thing, where all of them are coming to the contest or something at some point. Just add War Thor, please. She's really cool.
Dude, right. I talked about her in my video today on the contest. I was like, dude, like, I want more Thor so bad, dude. She looks
so cool. Honestly, War Thor and like Pirate Pool or whatever he's called. You probably know what he's called.
Yeah.
Is it Pirate Pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Deadpool Supreme, like like.
Deadpool Supreme. Okay.
And then
can we not add another champion with the name Supreme? It's too many doctors and there's too many Supremes. Oh god. Actually, I would be fine with Deadpool Supreme in the game because then they could finally have a Deadpool who's super good. So I would be okay with that, even though there's too many Deadpools. There's like Goldpool and Platpool too, and I think that's really unnecessary. I don't like them. I'm sorry. They're just differently colored Deadpools. But yeah, no, sorry. War Thor, Pirate Pool, whatever. Deadpool Supreme.
Yeah, Deadpool Supreme, and then his parrot is Parrot Pool.
Parrot Pool. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, add them.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they're on the
then
map.
Logan-
Well, actually, Deadpool isn't, but there's a Deadpool mystery spot on the map. But the other Barons are on the map, which I find it weird that Deadpool's the only Baron not.
Really?
Sure, Anathi's not on there.
Well, she's not really Baron though. She's just a reporter. But
Yeah.
but she's still a big part of the story. So therefore, like, I think she should be on the map as well. Yeah. What did I do? I said, like, let me go to my map, my big map. Yeah, we still have a mystery spot in Wakanda, which could be for Wakanda Forever, or it could be Anathi. Like, it's kind of hard to say. But yeah, like, all the Barons are there except for Deadpool Supreme, but I find that weird.
So if y'all hear police cars outside, they're here to arrest me for uploading too many CGR videos. See ya.
But officer,
To be crazy out there.
Oh man.
Uh,
So what else you got over there, Jay? Anything else?
I was gonna stay on the map. I remember that they added Hades to the map back in January. Not January. So in April, and I was like, yeah, there's no mystery spots there yet, but it's only Mephisto and Ghost Rider. So if they were to add another Ghost Rider, you have that space there. So maybe down the line for Kushala or many of the others. I know.
Spirit Rider.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like, I don't know if I doubt you catch up with the new Avengers stuff, but apparently, like, a new Samurai Ghost Rider came out with blue flames. He looks cool. I don't. The Avengers comics aren't really that good, but at least
Right.
the new one looks cool. I know. I think it was Dan Slott that was talking about it. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, Dan Slott seems pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, I've seen all the stuff from New York, from San Diego Comic Con. Absolutely, so cool. I wish it was there.
Yeah, I'm jealous Marcus is not there.
Yeah, Marcus is there. I think he's wearing an Aegon and #Free Janik outfit. So that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah. What else? What do you got to plug right now, Slayer?
I am streaming at some point next week. The finale. I know English. The finale of Act 7 exploration and opening all of the 7.2, 3, 4, and total Act 7 rewards at the end after I die a ludicrous amount of times to Gwen Master, Kang, and voice crack, Kang, and Spirit Kang. Why do I always voice crack on Kang? It's so annoying. So just press the bell or something. I don't know. Also, more CGR videos, of course. And that's it. Also, subscribe to JX and XN and follow all this. I mean, you're listening to the podcast right now, I'm assuming. So just hit all those other buttons in social medias. You probably already did, but yeah.
Turkey says you've got a CGR OnlyFans that you're setting up, apparently.
Oh, yeah, of course. Wait, Turkey, I was actually talking about that on the stream today. It's not saying anything. He was lurking. Subscribe to Padme and make fun of her.
Oh.
I don't know. Because she said Quake is better in CGR, and it's not true. It's true, I just don't admit it. Yeah.
You just can't get Quake as a 6-star.
Yeah, no, it's not happening. Never. Never letting that happen. Oh, God. The day they do that, no. It's over.
Game's broken.
Imagine. I hope that at least Secret, like if she's in Secret Invasion, that would be like the perfect thing to do, and it might break the game, but at least she'd make fans happy.
All of the input issues have just been a concise effort to just nerf Quake. They're just trying to stop people from using Quake because you can't actually use dexterity.
Yeah, you might be onto something there.
Straight
I
up.
think I see it now. Break the whole game.
That's good. All right. Jay, do you have anything else before we close out the show?
No, I mean, if anyone else wants to ask a question, but besides that, yeah, we've done everything. I mean, we spent 40 minutes on the MCU, which was awesome. So much stuff to talk about. MCOC, talked about your CGR experience, your YouTube experience, streaming now, doing more CGR content, more Act 7 content, everything content, everything in game. I mean, we've gotten everything, all the news, all new champions. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much talked about everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're cutting out.
What's that? Sorry.
Okay. So how many shards do you have saved up for the new featured?
Oh, I've only got like 60k, but I think after Act 7 exploration, I'll probably have a few more.
All right.
So
That's for
that.
Omega, right?
Yes, ideally for Omega Sentinel. I want her so badly. I need her in my life. In the game, I need her from a crystal to specify, but I want her in the game. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, she's in the game. So
Yep,
just
she
in your
is
roster.
in the game, and she is very yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
She's my most wanted champion.
Mommy.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good luck on your crystals, man. I'll be
Thank
opening
you.
up some with you on Friday, which is
All
my
right,
birthday.
yeah.
So
Wishing you luck and happy early birthday, man.
thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good night, everybody, and thanks for listening.
Bye.
Thanks for welcoming me back on.
Yeah,
Have a
man.
good night.
We're glad to have you. Second time.
I'll see y'all in like 2 years when
Oh.
CGR is the worst champion in the game.